issue in Iraq, security crackdown at Camp Ashraf, which is what its residents call a massacre. Their activists have posted videos on YouTube showing armed Iraqi security forces bursting into a camp of Iranian exiles near Baghdad Friday. I mean, they were just plowing through the crowds with Humvees, running people over. And the exiles say 35 innocent people were killed in these clashes, including women. Our NBC team asked Defense Secretary Robert Gates about it while he was in Iraq, and here's what he said.
I urge the Iraqi government to show restraint and live up to their commitments to treat the residents of Ashraf in accordance with Iraqi law and their international obligations.
So these Iranian exiles are part of a group that's listed by our government and Iraq and Iran as a terrorist organization. They are trying to overcome that label. I mean, you've given paid speeches at their events before, and so have other people like former Homeland Security Chief Tom Ridge, former National Security Advisor Jim Jones. What's your concern about this attack in particular and their fate in general?
Well, first of all, these people have been adjudicated in 3 courts not to be long on the terrorist list. They've been taken off the terrorist list in Europe. They've been taken off the terrorist list in the UK. And a court in Washington, D.C. ordered the State Department to reevaluate their status, saying there was no basis, apparently, for them to be on the terrorist list. They disarmed. They advocated for the Geneva Conventions. They advocate for equal rights for women. Last weekend, or last Friday, American troops were asked to leave the camp. We did so. We should never have done so. And they gunned down 30 people. Then they cut off medical help for the Iranian exiles,
yeah.
And then many of them died from their wounds. This is not the America that I know. These are unarmed people. They are unarmed. We promised them protection. We haven't delivered. Now we are back in the camp and we're doing better. But this is a shameful time in America when we can allow the Iraqi government, who wouldn't be there except for us, to gun down 30 innocent civilians.
Governor, I appreciate your time today. I know that that's a cause that you're paying close attention to and advocating for the humanitarian rights of those who live in that camp. Thank you so much for bringing the issue to the front burner.
Thanks for having me on.